Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Firman Rizaldi, and I am student of State Islamic University of Riau, and I am fourth semester of PBI or EED in the 4B class. Okay, in this occasion, I would like to show you about my analysis to the 5th journal. Okay, the first journal is improving student speaking skill through communicative language teaching method at MTS Al-Haqqo. Studi Bahasa Islam Boarding School of Bengkulu, Indonesia. Volume 2, number 20, October 20 and 12. Okay, and the method of the research is to answer the research question. The researcher used the classroom Excel research. The data is analyzed by using percentages. And the subject of the research is the 7th A student of MTS Al-Haqqo, Sentot Alibasa Islamic Boarding School of Bengkulu, which consists of 25 students. And the objective of the research is to know the improvement of teaching English speaking by using communicative language teaching method. Okay, and the fourth technique of collecting data, I found the first researcher collected individual score at the end of the cycles by giving tests to the student, and then researcher counted the student score into percentages by following student score interval. And the result of the research is the qualitative method was used in this research. Okay, that was the first journal. And the second of my journal is improving the EFL learners' speaking ability through interactive storytelling. Volume 16, number 1, 20 and 16. Okay. The method of the research is this study was carried out in a remote area school at Bombena. For the subject is consisted of 22 of junior high school student of Indonesia EFL learners. A classroom exercise in 2 cycles had been conducted within 6 meetings for every cycle. For the objective is to improve the EFL learner speaking ability and their classroom activities through the implementation of interactive storytelling strategy. And for the technique collecting data is the researcher was doing the observation to the subject, and after that, the researcher was doing the discussion to the subject. And the result of the research is actual research by using the interactive storytelling producers. It's action research by using the interactive storytelling procedures. Okay, that was the second of the journal, and the third one is improving student speaking skill through storytelling technique. Volume 3 or 1 Volume 3, 1 April 2015. The method of the research is the method used in this research falls under mixed the methods. Subjective of the research is was conducted at the 10th grade of a senior high school in Bandung involving 30 students. Okay, for the method of the research, the method of the result of the method is the method used in this research falls under mixed 2 methods. Sorry for my mistake. And the objective of the research is to improve the speaking skills student of senior high school in Bandung. And the researcher used the technique collecting data is the experimental group was given the treatment with storytelling technique, and the questionnaires to the experimental group only. And the research is the quantitative method was used in this research. Okay. And for the fourth of my journal is improving the student English speaking skill competence through storytelling. Volume 1, number 2, December 20, and 13. The method of the research is classroom actual research. For the subjective is the student of Pangeran Diponegoro Islamic College or STAI of Nganjuk, East Java, Indonesia. For the objective is can improve student speaking competence. The researcher with the technique collecting data is the method has 4 steps, namely number 1 is comparing incidents applicable to each category, and the number 2 is integrating categories and their properties, and the 3 is delimiting the theory, and the last is writing the theory. The design of the research is qualitative and quantitative data. Okay, and the last of the journal that I analyzed is improving second semester students speaking ability through storytelling learning, volume 1, number 2, October 2017. And for the method of the research is using classroom actual research. For subject is second semester student of English study program of Timor University in academic year 2016 or 2017. For the objective is to increase the student speaking ability through storytelling model in Timor University. For the technique of collecting data, the researcher using the technique of data collection in doing the study was observation, test, and documentation. And for the design of the research is the writer used qualitative and quantitative source data. Okay, that was my analysis of the 5 journals, and right now we come to the similarities and differences. The first similarities is the 5 of the journal is discussing about the improving speaking skills. Okay, improving the speaking skills. All of the journal is discussing about the improving speaking skills, and the second one is the first, second, and third journal is using the same subject. The subject are the student of the school, and the third one is the 4 and 5 journal is using the same subject. The subject are the student of the university. And the fourth one is of the similarities is the first, second, and the first, third, and fourth journal is using a same design. The design is qualitative and quantitative data. Okay, for differences is the all of the journal is using its same discussing about the improving speaking skill, but the differences is the objective of the study. And the last one is the all of the journal have different technique in collecting data. Okay, that's all about my analysis. Sorry for my mistake, and I say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.